crazy. We need a phrase for Saturdays. What is going on, man? Looks like a third world country. Let's see. Breaking news. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Felony weekends, criminal weekends, ICE Saturdays. Standoff Saturday. I like that. Okay. Oh my gosh, they're back at it, man. We're back with Sleazy Saturday, Standoff Saturday, Suspect Saturday, Sus Saturdays. Let me fix this up here. Let's get everybody rolling. Let everybody know what's going on. I never ended that live from last night on Twitch. Twitter. What is going on? What's the protest? They were trying to raid something else, another Home Depot? Let's do that. Ooh. Oh, damn. All right. What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday. Revenga! Okay, what are we watching? Wow. Okay, let me turn down the volume a little bit. I'm going to look for some more feeds as well. It looks chaotic. Federal agents hit sites across LA, including Home Depot in Paramount, the fashion district. Was that from yesterday or today? They're doing the same thing today? Let me see. Today, they're doing it again. Oh, snap. They raided multiple workplaces in Fashion District, the Home Depot, and other local areas, according to the American Civil Liberties Union of Southern California. Hundreds of people, including children, were detained by ICE agents on Friday, they're saying. And now they're saying ICE Acting Director Todd Lyons said in a statement Saturday, the brave men and women of ICE in Los Angeles were arresting criminal illegal aliens. Wow. What's up? Losing without... Did you mean weight? I am losing a bit of weight. I'm losing some weight. I've been, doing a little jump rope. I've been moving some stuff too, so I'm burning calories like that. Eating better a little bit. Getting a lot of sun. Gardening. If you guys could help me out with the like button, please. Let's get some people in here. Do I have notification? Did a notification go out? Let's see. Oh, they're shooting. They're shooting. Show it. Vocaholic. Thank you for the heads up on the stream. The peaceful protest. Peaceful protest. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, man. Oh, you're waiting for me? Thanks. Notifications went out. Okay, good. I think I thought I had one, so until tonight. Yeah, we did get a notification. Beautiful. Need a better thumbnail. Coffin. Tear gas. They need to start doing some flashbangs. I think people will break out more if they do flashbangs. Concussions. So, okay. Let me update you guys a little bit. I don't know if it's like the pollen or whatever's in the air. I've been sneezing. Maddie's been sneezing. 2 hours ago, the Homeland Security put out a statement. DHS released a statement on violent rioters assaulting ICE officers in Los Angeles, California, and calls on Democrat politicians to tone down dangerous rhetoric about ICE. Last night, over 1,000 rioters surrounded a federal law enforcement building and assaulted ICE law enforcement officers, slashed tires, defaced buildings, and attacked taxpayer-funded property. It took the Los Angeles Police Department 2 hours to respond. Damn, they shit on them. Oh, no. They're saying it took police 2 hours to respond. Our ICE enforcement officers are facing a 413% increase in assaults against them. Disturbingly, in the recent days, ICE officers' family members have been doxxed and targeted as well. Not surprised there. These riots in Los Angeles are increased assaults on ICE officers come after Democrat politicians, including Hakeem Jeffries, Mayor Wu of Boston, Tim Walz, and Mayor Bass of Los Angeles, have villainized and demonized ICE law enforcement. So it's looking crazy. Look at the cop car. Somebody got run over yesterday, too. Remember that? We covered the person that got ran over. Wow. Look at that. Shopping cart. My God. Wow. Let's see if I can get another view. Something up close. Thank you for everybody that came through. Appreciate you. Saturday. How's your guys' Saturday going? Got to get on Facebook as well. Let the Facebook peeps know what's going on. Blew off their hand? Willie, for real? I have to look into that. It reminds me during the LA Dodgers, remember that guy that blew off his hand? He had like this bomb looking firecracker, and it had the shortest fuse I've ever seen on any kind of explosive device. Some thing was like this. He lit that thing up, held it in his hand for a minute. He goes to put it down. That thing blew up. I mean, his hand, his fingers were gone. It was very graphic. Oh, man. And that was in celebration. It's not like they lost. The team won. And the guy blew his hand off. It's like, I don't know why they were doing all this stuff and they won. They think they took over a city bus. KTLA. Viva la me. Wow. Check this out. Oh, it's getting rough over there.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Hey, Gil. Digital's asking if you're able to give a recap of what was the situation earlier.
Copy that, will do.
Wow.
Once again, thank you for joining us on the web. This is Gil Avison, Sky 5, along with my pilot, Jim Pollard. We are over a protest here for what we understand was a U.S. Immigration and Custom Enforcement raid in the area here in Paramount. You're looking at Alondra Boulevard here over the 710 freeway. LA County sheriffs responded about 11 o'clock this morning to large groups of protesters on the street here. As I pan to the right, you'll see the Home Depot
Crazy, dude.
and Dominguez High School.
The Home Depot.
At the top of your screen, to the very right side or east side of what's going on here, you see another group of sheriff's vehicles that are at Hunsaker and Alondra. They have that intersection shut down. In between and right across from Home Depot, there's been a skirmish with protesters and federal agents that are on the north side, just beyond these trees here. We'll get around and show you that here in just a second, but you can kind of see those federal agents there on the north side of Alondra. They have been deploying the smoke here that you see. These are tear gas canisters that are being deployed in that intersection, and they are trying to move the group of protesters in this area back away from their position there. You can see some of those tear gas canisters being deployed in the trees here. This is in the Home Depot property. It looks like some of the protesters have shields there, makeshift shields, and now they're running away from that area. Maybe a small fire breaking out here. I don't know if that's a fire or if that's tear gas being deployed inside of those items there that are in
Our
the parking lot
country
of
should
Home
have
Depot,
cracked
but
down on the
they're
invasion
pushing
from
the,
Mexico long
protesters
ago.
back in different directions. Again, here's
Thank you for the 5.
here's
Yeah,
the
this is
federal
it's
agents
getting
moving
wild.
out into the street. This is the first time we've seen that since we've been here. They're deploying the tear gas, and the protesters are trying to kick the canisters back at the federal agents
Oh, they're
here.
kicking it back.
Again, this is all happening on Alondra, 6400 block of Alondra and Paramount.
This is a mess. This is a mess. I wonder if the delay yesterday from law enforcement response was intentional, like somebody told them to wait or hold back. Man, this is crazy. The squad looks like a paintball gun. Man, I haven't played paintball in so long. That was a lot of fun. Let me show you guys really quick this video that I just saw when I was scrolling. This looks crazy. Watch us, let me see here. Watch as protesters and activists rush onto the freeway, desperately trying to block and stop a federal bus.
For those agents, the Border Patrol, or it's to make arrests. Oh, looks like the bus is moving, even though protesters are trying to stop it from moving. So we don't know if this is reinforcements, if this is to help with arrests, or to get those agents out of there. But this situation continues to just unravel here in Paramount right now. We're bringing you live pictures. This is Josh Haskell with ABC 7 Eyewitness News of protesters literally trying to stop this bus with their own hands. And the bus is slowly creeping up, and it does not appear that this bus is full of, I don't know who is on this bus.
Okay,
I don't know
we're
if
PB
anyone is
now.
on this bus, but they are kind of trying to creep forward.
030 to PB on the back
and I
there.
don't see how this situation resolves without the sheriff's department getting involved or local law enforcement.
Wow.
It really does feel as though if these are reinforcements or for arrests, they're going to have a difficult time getting to
Once
those
again, it was
Customs and
this
Border
morning,
Patrol, Border Patrol
ICE
agents that are across.
Thank
from
you
that
for
main
covering
Department
this,
of Homeland
Mel.
kind
Security
of, boxed in against
made
that
a raid
metal
on
fence. I'm
business in
seeing
this area. This
only
is the
3
6400 block
vehicles,
of
it
Alondra
looks like,
Boulevard.
behind.
That
We have
prompted
the bus and then
protesters
2
to come out
SUVs.
and protest
That's all I'm seeing
that
right now.
raid. As I zoom in here, you
In
can
order
see the
for them
activity that's going
to
on.
access where
The
all of
federal
this is
agents
playing
here on
out
the
right
north
now,
side
where our
of
ground
Alondra,
camera
just
is,
across from
they're
the
going to
Home
have to
Depot.
get through these
Protesters that
protesters.
were in
2
the
of those
street here,
SUVs are now
have been
essentially
coming
going
back into the
around
intersection, and
this
the federal agents
these
launched tear gas
protesters. This really could turn
canisters
extremely ugly right
to
now.
clear
I'm
the
seeing one of the
protesters,
doors open
and they have
on
moved
Wow.
out of
on one of
United
those
States,
vehicles.
FAFO, United
to the-
States.
to the west and to the east. As those efforts are made, as I come back
Thank
to
you,
the
Mom,
east
Granny.
side
Thank you
here,
for the
that's,
5.
Hunsaker and Alondra, you can
Julie,
see
I hope you're
some
doing good.
of
Thank you for the 10.
protesters have moved as far as this intersection. In the meantime,
See if I can pull up some
protesters
stuff
on the
here for
bridge
us.
of the 710 freeway are up against a skirmish line by the LA County sheriffs, who are slowly inching them back to the west. You can see some pushing and shoving going on.
Federal
They're
agents.
using the vehicles
Fire
as
smoke
well
bombs.
to move the crowd back off the bridge. That they were directly over the 710 freeway.
Oh, we're getting shovey, pushing. Get back.
Further west, more protesters gathered right at the.
So are they pulling
SEIU
people out of their
710
jobs?
freeway.
Is that what they're saying? People are working
On-ramp there,
and they're getting pulled out of the job?
CHP has the on-ramps shut down here. The freeway's moving. It's just looky-loo traffic back up about a half mile in both directions. In the meantime, back over here to the area where the Home Depot is, you can see the federal agents across the street. They did move out into the intersection a short time ago to push back the crowd, deploying quite a few canisters of tear gas.
Oh, this looks interesting. This looks crazy. Let me put this up on the screen in a second here. California Paramount. So they did. Somebody said yesterday that they were going to do this again today. And
What's
so
been
here we
happening
are.
Here is the tear gas clears the protesters out, and then when the tear gas clears, they move back in.
Oh.
How are we doing on field? Here, Luis, we have about an hour and 15 minutes on station.
It's wild, man.
Go ahead, go ahead. Okay, we're now at 130, 130 to 0.
That's out there. Anybody in the chat from Cali? Anybody in the chat that's living in Cali right now? I know I have a large Cali audience.
Ese muchacho nos anda regalando aguas. Estamos cansados con calor, pero aquí estamos.
Viva! Viva el México! Yeah, we got some Cali people in there. Watch you guys out on this. Watch you guys out in downtown or Paramount on the streets. We got a lot of Cali people here. I'm in the Valley, San Diego.
Well, the skirmish line for the sheriffs has worked as they planned. It has moved the
Oregon used to live there.
Well away from the freeway
Oh,
now.
I know you are. Yes, iCkEdMeL, but not for long. Where are you going to go after?
That group will merge with this other group here shortly.
I do want to go one day to North Cali because I know it's beautiful. I've only been to LA. I think twice I've been to LA. Oh, there's a burning. What is that burning?
A fire breaking out in the middle of the street. It's unclear how that fire started. It just started.
Los
There's
Angeles,
a couple
San
of
Diego.
pallets in the street, a shopping cart, probably from the Home Depot nearby.
Oh, they're starting fires now. You lived in Compton?
That fire
Somebody's
shouldn't
name is Home
impact any
Depot.
structures or trees or brush in the area since it's in lanes.
East Los Angeles and proud. Hey, some people they love LA. People love LA. Is it more for the younger crowd or LA riots flashbacks? All of California is beautiful. Yo, California is the new Cuba. Que venga. Oh, look at that.
En la línea. Es en Paramount, California, amigos. Paramount, California. Chequen toda esta gente. Chequen toda esta
Just
gente.
playing over and over. Jesus.
Estamos manifestándonos porque no estamos de acuerdo con lo que está pasando aquí.
She said we don't agree with what's going on, so we're here protesting.
And again, more tear gas canisters being deployed into the Home Depot property there.
Oh, and Home Depot, look at this.
And it looks like some of the protesters are getting some of the shopping carts here.
Oh, shoot, sorry. Oh. Okay, they're doing something here, planning something. I wonder if they're going to start fires inside of the carts, or they're going to try to barricade, block something. Oh, man, Home Depot's got to be watching this. Like, oh, no. Losing out on money, business, probably. Sales. I wonder if there's any robberies going on. So they're loading it up with concrete blocks. Whoa.
Well, the Home Depot, we were looking at it just a short time ago. It looked like the front doors were still open. There's some cars in the parking lot.
Come shop.
And,
Yeah, it's live. Everything's
some of
live.
the protesters here pulling off some of the bricks that are for sale, putting them on carts. Well, more of the protesters have gotten closer to this intersection. This is at the Home Depot entrance off of Alondra. They have been moving in and out of this intersection. The federal agents are right here. There's a skirmish line there right behind those trees. You can kind of see them there through the bushes, but they have been deploying tear gas here and moving those protesters back. And then they come back in. A fire has broken out. A couple of pallets in the middle of the street are on fire. There's at least one shopping cart there. And in the meantime, some of the protesters look like they're gathering items in these shopping carts. And loading up with some blocks.
What's putting in that work? Wearing sweaters, masks. There's a news station. KTLA. Where are they at? Are they sitting inside, or did they run off? Or are they protesting? Whose car is that? They're trying to get inside that car?
More tear gas being deployed here in the intersection, clearing out the people that
Run.
moved in. You can see how they've moved back. They back away from it, wait for it to clear, and then they move slowly back towards it.
Build the wall. Man, this said Elon deleted the tweets, bruh. Elon deleted those tweets. What is up with that? What kind of phone conversation did they have with him? Did he get a visit from the Secret Service? Elon took it down, the Epstein tweets. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
Looking back towards the west, past the 710 freeway. Now the crowd has been pushed back by the Sheriff's Department. Still pushing and shoving going on. It looks like they might be
Jobless
deploying
behavior.
some pepper spray. Yep, there we go. They're deploying pepper spray on the crowd. Bottles being tossed at the deputies.
Thank you for the 5, Garrett.
And fireworks now
Woo.
going off.
I guess this person got kicked off, the TikToker.
More bottles being tossed towards the deputies.
They didn't like your first comment? They blocked you? Holly?
You too didn't lick my first comment. Woman shrugging, medium light skin tone, so faffo.
Holly, thank you so much for the 20! 20 bomb.
Off the freeway.
Bomb, 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 bombardier. You know what's crazy? I've completely, like on the YouTube comment section, I've turned off the filter because YouTube is blocking so many damn comments. And even though I turned it completely off, it still blocks comments. Yo, it's crazy. Still.
Why don't they do this sheet asterisk in their own homeland for better lives?
There we go.
Instead of screw this country up.
They put up the chat. Big screen. Thank you, Mountain Granny. Why don't they do this ish in their own homeland for better lives instead of screw this country up? Or the people, yeah, or yeah, exactly. The people over here protesting and stuff. Or that guy that lit all those people on fire the other day. Why didn't he go to that country over there and fight for what he believes in? Wow. A lot of people out today, Saturday. A lot of cars, cops. I'm curious what they were doing, what else they were doing at that Home Depot. I wonder how much this costs the city too, like resources to use all these. Well, the cops, first of all the cops out there, dispatch, all the response, the helicopters. Oh, and then the non-lethals and shooting them, dispersing them. How much is all that costing?
Sheriffs were able to push the crowd back now away from the freeway on the west side. Here towards the east, towards the Home Depot more. Protesters. This is Hunsaker and Alondra. They've backed off quite a bit there, and where the federal agents are on the north side of Alondra, their skirmish line is set up. Have been deploying multiple canisters of tear gas into this area to try to clear the crowd.
By the way, on the second channel, iCkEdMeL Clips, I made a post earlier today. If you haven't seen it, I updated the whole cop that was shot the other day, the Chicago cop. She was killed by friendly fire. I mean, crazy. Crazy.
Again, this is all a result of U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents that moved into the area here in Paramount and performed some raids to a local business. We're waiting to get confirmation on which business that was. We are at the 6400 block of Alondra Boulevard where those raids occurred earlier this morning. That prompted protesters to come out to protest those raids. And that's when the Sheriff's Department responded around 11 o'clock for...
Yeah, exactly. Don't like the rules. They can leave our country.
Skirmish lines. The California Highway Patrol was deployed to the freeway on-ramps and off-ramps to keep protesters off the 710 freeway. And now we have a couple of areas here along Alondra that have protest activities going on here with skirmishes with not only the federal agents at this location, but also with the Sheriff's Department on the west side of the freeway now. When we arrived there, protesters were almost mid-span this overpass, Alondra overpass. And since the Sheriff's Department skirmish line has been able to push the protesters back towards the west, all the way past that on-ramp there, and you can see the crowd there,
iCkEdMEL. My girl love
gathering
you
in the
keep
street,
making
and
US laugh.
there's a
Can you
large
say hi
strip
to her
mall
name is
just to the
Tracy?
west of the freeway.
Oh yes, hi Tracy, how you doing? Thank you so much for watching.
We watched just moments ago.
Oh, that's your
deputies
girlfriend.
deploying some
Okay,
pepper
well, thank
spray
you so much for the
on
support.
the crowd,
Appreciate the
bottles
5.
being tossed at the sheriff deputies
Happy
here.
Saturday. We have Felony Fridays,
And
maybe
now the
Manic
years of that
Mondays.
has,
Saturday we don't
calmed
know the
down.
name yet. Standoff Saturdays. Ice Saturdays. I don't know. Thank you, appreciate it. Julie, we gotta catch up. Oh my god. We gotta catch up sometime.
Are you seeing pedestrians on the freeway north of Alondra?
No. North of?
North of Alondra, a couple pedestrians on the freeway there.
We're hearing reports of possible pedestrians on the freeway here. We're looking for.
Uh-oh.
I don't see anything on the north side, southbound side.
Which one's Alondra?
That's where the police are.
Thank God I live in the countryside. City life sucks. My neighbor is like 1 mile away. We respect our neighbors.
Yeah, that's what I liked about the man. Maybe one day I'll move to the sticks. I visited Katrina on the sticks.
Over near the Home Depot.
The sticks was nice. Well, there was one part of town that I was kind of creeped out about, but actually when I got closer to her house, it was actually really, really nice, chill. Everybody was
We
friendly,
did see a short time ago.
not so
protesters
crowded. All
loading
this
up some of the
craziness.
shopping carts from Home Depot with
Houses are
large
cheaper
bricks
there,
from,
more land.
that are sold.
Everybody
there
has
at Home
guns.
Depot. They're out the back of Home Depot. We're loading them up into shopping carts. Not sure what they're doing with those.
They're putting pipes in them and blocking off the road. I'll take you over there.
Thank you for the membership, Glenn. Appreciate that.
Those are cinder blocks. They're trying to make a barricade wall.
Cinder blocks trying to make a barricade.
Hey, you see all the shopping carts coming across the road there, Bubba?
I got it.
Home Depot.
Oh, so that's what they've been doing. They've been loading them up with the cinder blocks, and they're just grabbing all this Home Depot.
Well, it looks like the protesters
Stuff,
are setting up
carts.
a barricade using shopping
Wow.
carts and the
It's
other
crazy.
carts that Home Depot have to offer there on the westbound lanes of Alondra. They're setting up some of those cinder blocks that they pulled in those shopping carts on the street here, and they look like they're starting to maybe try to build a makeshift wall here out of them, or at least a barricade for themselves. We'll likely see shortly some more of the tear gas canisters being deployed at this group here.
They're gonna have to clean all that up.
A row of federal agents here that at times have come out into the intersection and almost all the way across the street to scatter the crowd. They are they are at the ready to deploy at any time more tear gas. In fact, there goes, I believe there goes a couple of rounds right here. Now there was a fire that was burning in the street. That is slowly going out. You got tear gas going off near that, near those pallets that are on fire. So again, trying to clear out the crowd here, then even more further east down the street, more tear gas canisters being deployed.
Viva Mexico. Let me see if ABC 7's out there.
And there you go. You got the tear gas pushing the people back there to the south side of the street and down towards
exactly
the west.
Why that bus was on scene, but
Towards
that group of protesters is a second group that's on the overpass of the 710 freeway that did not want that bus to access the scene. And we do see in our live picture right now from Air 7, smoke bombs going off right now.
Smoke bombs.
And in the left-hand corner of the screen, can we bring up Air 7 right now? And we'll show the earlier video. If you can actually zoom out a little bit. Behind those agents with Border Patrol to the left, I did see a SWAT-type vehicle. And we
fire.
don't know if that's part of, I assume that it has to do with these federal agents. I do not think that it's the Sheriff's Department.
So there's a fire that was started. Now, I don't know if this was started by the protesters or was that started from the devices that were dropped there. I don't know. It's hard to say because, that's the other thing. California's been dealing with some nasty fires. Now we got these people just... Well, definitely this person, they need to...
coming out and putting some cardboard on top of the...
They're setting that on fire.
Items burning there. They're trying to keep that fire going.
She got a mask on. They're gonna have to charge some of these people that are lighting these fires. Yeah, Newsom. Yeah, Newsom's not happy about this. Neither is Mayor Bass. I wonder how many people were picked up today. Yo, water cannons. Those things are brutal. Those things make people fly. You're in Minneapolis? Your students have PTSD from George Floyd. Stay safe, stay strong. That was wild. I'll never forget that. That was a hell of a year. That was a crazy year. I think I was getting canceled. There's all kinds of stuff. Oh, look at the big boys here.
Down and address the protesters. This is the first time that we are seeing the Sheriff's Department get directly involved with the protesters. The reason why I'm saying the first time is that you can see that these members of the Sheriff's Department are in full tactical gear, riot gear right now. They have those same vehicles that we often see at protests when the Sheriff's Department is on scene. And this is a very large presence right now from the LA County Sheriff's Department in Paramount. We're bringing you pictures from the ground and from the air as it does appear like they are here to assist the federal agents on the ground in a way that we have not seen so far today. That doesn't mean that they weren't assisting them earlier, but as I read you that statement, they were doing traffic control and general public safety. It does seem like the Sheriff's Department is changing their posture, their stance, their action here in Paramount. You're seeing on the ground right there, they have those flatbed trucks that they use often in crowd control, in protests, and it does look as though the Sheriff's Department is going to move up Alondra Boulevard towards that Home Depot. We don't know exactly if that will result in arrests, and maybe that's why the U.S. Marshal's bus was there. We don't have eyes on the bus right now, so it's honestly unclear what happens next, but I'm seeing about 20 deputy patrol cars, and then I'm seeing those large flatbed trucks carrying upwards of 10 sheriff deputies. We're not sure if this is part of the Special Enforcement Bureau, SEB, with the Sheriff's Department, but I can tell you, having covered many protests in Los Angeles and LA County, that these type of units with the sheriff's department show up when they have an unruly crowd and they want to essentially not just calm the crowd.
Oh, nice.
Clear
We got
the
100 people
crowd,
on Facebook.
but if they have to make
We know we have
arrests,
4,000 here, but cool.
it will not surprise me if there is an unlawful assembly announced.
Yeah.
I don't think that that's happened yet. They will definitely urge this crowd to disperse. We don't know if we have a dispersal order yet, but we do know that the sheriff's department is showing up in force now that we have not seen at any point today. And it appears that they will make their way towards that Home Depot. And what is difficult about this situation, I mean, there's many things that is
Bring a National Guard
for law enforcement, but I can tell you that the protesters have scattered in many ways. They're in neighborhoods, they're behind trees, they've gotten those shopping carts from the Home Depot. It's not like they're all gathered protesting in one circle. So this is going to be a difficult operation for the Sheriff's Department right now, as they essentially, what are we seeing there from Air 7? It looks like that is the back of the Home Depot. Seems pretty quiet, but we know that, you see some people in the park there behind that
That means
tree.
Mexicans for
There's
Gaza.
protesters scattered throughout the area. We don't know if they
LGBTQ for Gaza
with the Sheriff's Department, but we do know there's a high likelihood that the federal government placed some sort of call for help, and you're seeing the actions of the Sheriff's Department come out much stronger than we've seen so far today, and it does appear like they are going to get involved in this situation. I'm seeing
okay, so we got the sheriff's office
right now. We're seeing some protesters approach the deputies. I'm seeing some people hold bottles of milk, which you put on your eyes when you have you're exposed to pepper spray.
Yeah.
We've already seen that happen a few times. I'm seeing a bunch of cartons of milk. Now people are holding out the flag of Mexico, and I'm seeing deputies put on those gas masks, which means that this situation is about to possibly escalate even further in a hope to de-escalate. We just don't know what happens next. But I can tell you that those same Border Patrol agents that have been at that intersection, standing in front of that building for the last 3 to 4 hours, are still there. They're just now, it seems like, about to get some help from the local LA County Sheriff's Department, who is about to get involved in this situation. And I'm seeing, it appears, maybe 3 to 4 flatbed trucks that is carrying deputies. And those trucks are essentially going to move up this street. And
let's see what happens. I'm curious.
Protesters, and you can see that the protesters, I just want to, if we can pan off from that person, kind of with a vulgar gesture towards the protester, or towards the Sheriff's Department. Obviously, a lot of these protesters are extremely angry that this is what is happening on this Saturday in their community.
They put out the fire. It's like
25 to 30 now sheriff deputy vehicles that are surrounding these flatbed trucks that are carrying deputies that are going to move into this
I think
crowd.
so, Bijou, yeah.
Exactly.
Dissipate like last night.
For about 5 to 7 minutes now, they've kind of just been standing there. We're not sure if they're going to start to move. And again, I'm still looking out for that U.S. Marshals bus. I don't know if we can pan out, try to get a better glimpse of if we see that bus, if arrests will be made, and what essentially happens. No sign of the bus. But if we go out wider, that's the LA River right there. And then that's the 710. The 710 traffic is still moving on the 710, but you can see that there's still sheriff deputies in place for that traffic control and to shut down the overwraps and the off ramp to Alondra Boulevard here in Paramount. We are going to continue to update you throughout the day on this developing situation that has had many different turns throughout the day. The latest thing happening on the ground is essentially the LA County Sheriff's Department is staging and looking like they are ready to move in and face off with these protesters, possibly assist the federal agents that are here outside this Home Depot in the city of Paramount. For now, I'm ABC7's Josh Haskell. Appreciate you joining.
Has been eyewitness.
All right, we can mute that for a little bit. All right, we'll minimize that for now. So they're still going out there strong.
Anyone see East Coaster in the crowd?
Who said that? Was that Island or let me see? That's Island. Thank you for the 13 months, Island. Thank you for your membership and your support. I really appreciate you. Yeah, I feel like I haven't seen East Coaster in a while. Is he good? Is he on the run in the mountains? Is he on that Pacific PC, whatever they call that, PCH or the Pacific Crest Trail, PCT? So the sheriff's office is there. Let's see. Let me peruse a little bit online. What else is going on? Oh, TikTok is shutting down lives? Really? I wonder why. I saw there was a lady yesterday that we were, I was streaming her for a little bit, and she said she got some type of violation or something. She got like
With the arrival
know.
of these deputies,
I don't
we're
know for
seeing
what.
more of the protesters coming into the streets here, under the street here at this intersection at Hunsaker and Alondra.
All right, I can minimize this for now.
You
Oh,
see
not
smoke
that
coming
one.
from the trees here. That's more deployment of tear gas canisters.
Oh,
That's the Home Depot property there, just to the south of Alondra.
Pacific Coast Highway. I've been on that highway
It
too.
was just
That's a
yesterday
nice
when
highway.
federal agents raided
the
several
hills, like the
businesses
mountains,
in
or
the
whatever.
LA area, detaining dozens of people
A lot of nice
from
houses
those
too.
areas and prompting a big
Expensive
response
houses.
of protesters trying to block those agents' efforts. And then later on in the evening, more protests in downtown LA, prompting skirmishes with federal agents and LAPD officers that set up skirmish lines. We have one of our live vehicles here.
Maybe they are shutting down TikTokers because I lost a bunch of viewers right now. I'm streaming there.
Alright, they made it out. Safely, that's good news.
Better run.
Los Angeles is not a sanctuary city. It's a bunch of bullshit.
Vehicles.
They got tear gas out.
And if the cops can't leave their property. Street there. Sorry, it's not a real story.
Daniel, we are here. We want to hang.
He fell.
Once again, a look at the federal agents here on the north side of the Home Depot.
We need help.
Multiple tear gas canisters at the protesters, scattering them away. They have moved
It's
out
Alondra
a
Boulevard.
small little fire there.
Boulevards.
Middle of the street that has fire off to the east. We have a fresh deployment of sheriff's deputies that just arrived on the response vehicles.
out the computer chair. Oh, that looks like the federal building. Was that yesterday?
Towards the west, towards the large strip mall. We did see skirmishes happening here a short time ago. A lot of pushing and shoving from both sides. Another look at the 17th freeway.
Drag the mayor out to fix it. Lol, she's is worthless.
Both directions.
Drag her out. Pull her out of there. Yeah, tagging everything. That looks like the federal building, but I wonder if that was from yesterday. This says they're live now, but tagging up everything.
We've been asked by law enforcement to move to the west, and we've offset here to the west side of the activity.
So the Erupts thing is not live? That was from yesterday? Okay. Yeah, that looks like the federal building from yesterday. That was intense.
Looking at the Home Depot there, it looks like they have closed it down.
Oh, I forgot about that. Wow.
Jeering at authorities while recording the event, all on their smartphones. Everything that we're hearing there, as you can see, zooming in on the Alondra Boulevard signs to give you more context as to where this is exactly happening in the Los Angeles area. But again, a lot of this action has been happening on both coasts. Austin, I don't know if you would agree with me here, but it feels like there's been a bit more action happening primarily there in Southern California.
You know, we've been watching as things have not exactly settled down. That's not to say that we've seen a violent protest. I don't want to make it seem like we have seen a violent protest. Just like yesterday, the majority of what we've been seeing has been a non-combative protest. There have been some detainments, yes. And we do know yesterday that there were pieces of concrete that were thrown at some of the officers. We have not gotten anything to indicate that anything has been thrown at these officers, but we do know that Bill Malugin has been keeping an eye on everything that's been going on out there. Malugin, again, says that CBP and Border Patrol have been brought in to provide security and extra bodies
right
and a
up against
handful
the,
of agitators
sheriff's
have
deputy.
Crux
already
wasn't
been
live.
arrested today
Yeah,
for
Crux wasn't
allegedly
live.
interfering
Away from
with
the
federal
freeway.
agents. What does it mean to interfere with federal agents? Perhaps time will tell. Looks like
I
the
look back at the sheriffs that are
camera
on the east
operator,
side.
the video journalist in California,
for the
is
east.
getting
Are they protesting in New York as well? New York,
been
California.
working with, and these video journalists have been on the ground nonstop for hours. at this
Absolutely.
point.
Want to put this up. So we got a little bit of a shaky shot there in California. We can put that one back up as well next to the New York shot so we don't miss anything. But this is the large scale of these protests that are now erupting. We're able to see it better from Skyfox. It's impressive to see everything that's happening from a bird's eye view, not just the shot that we have there on the ground as well. So we're keeping an eye on all of this. And if you're just now joining us here on Live Now from Fox, let's go ahead and reset here just to give you an idea of what we have been watching all day long, especially there in California. This has been stemming since yesterday. But right now, what we know is that there were ICE raids that were happening there in Southern California.
All right,
Multiple
those
people were
deputies are
detained
deployed
by
southbound on
immigration
Hunsaker.
agents.
These are the
7
deputies that
locations
just
in Los
arrived.
Angeles were raided.
tossing-
This included a Home
one deputy
Depot,
tossed something
day
there
labor centers,
into the
and the
crowd.
Ambiance clothing store in the Fashion District. This happening on Friday. Now we're seeing protests in response to all of this activity that's been happening. Putting back up this other shot that we have there in California, so we can still continue to keep our eyes on New York simultaneously. This is the ground shot that we
We're going to
have
move our helicopter here.
there in
Skyfive's
the
gonna
area.
move
But again,
to
mass
the south. We were
protests
pushed out to
first
the
broke
east,
out
to the west, I should say,
yesterday
by the,
evening in response to those raids, with many people
request of
attempting
the,
to break
airship overhead,
into
the
the
Sheriff's
Roybal
Department
Federal Building. We
helicopter
watched
asked
that
us to
live
move
as well. Our
off
partners there at
west
Fox
yeah.
11 in Los
Freeway.
Angeles were
All
all
the
over that
activity
story there as it was
Hunsaker
happening. So we
and
were able to
Alondra
take their
looks like
coverage,
those
also able to
freshly
view
deployed
a
deputies
few
are
of
pushing
those
the crowd
those
back
other.
southbound on Hunsaker here. They've set up a skirmish line there.
Skirmish line. Skirmish.
That definitely prompted the protesters to move quite a bit further south on Hunsaker. You can see the sheriffs set up a road closure here on Hunsaker, but the group of protesters are being pushed towards that closure.
It was around 7 p.m. that LAPD declared unlawful assembly, and at 8:20, LAPD says that this became violent, and they issued a citywide tactical alert as some protesters were violent yesterday. Again, what we've been seeing though today primarily hasn't been violent, as my colleague Austin Westfall said out
peaceful.
and wanted to make clear.
Fires,
And I want to thank him as
barricades.
well, because he hopped up here a little bit early to make sure that we could bring you this nonstop, continuous coverage here on Live Now from Fox without any commercial breaks, making sure that we're able to cover this story from all angles. So I appreciate Austin for being here with us as we're continuing to talk through this situation. We're
So it
also
appears these
waiting to get
deputies
an
are gonna
expert
move
there
south
with.
on Hunsaker to push the crowd and disperse the crowd further south.
I don't see anybody
from
though. Oh, there's
Alondra.
further down.
While they're doing that, we're taking another look at this intersection where the protest first started. You can still see some of the protesters in the Home Depot property.
Those Home Depot workers, oof, all the cleaning they're gonna have to do. Perfect to call out the next day.
So continuing to watch these images here. My colleague Austin Westfall still back
And
here.
then,
Yeah, we've
more
been watching,
concentrated
and
group.
you heard, you showed it just moments ago, Christina, the fact that LA Sheriff Robert Luna posted on social media yesterday that the Sheriff's Department does not enforce civil immigration laws nor do they ask about individuals' immigration status when responding to calls for service. They say their focus and priority remains on enforcing state and local laws to ensure the safety and well-being of their communities. And they are diverse communities in Los Angeles and New York, obviously. So the sheriff's office on scene, Border Patrol police officers also on scene. Who you're looking at right now are officers that are ready with gas masks. Those of you that have been watching already know this, but we've been seeing a large amount of crowd dispersal equipment being used so far today. We've been watching as flashbangs have been used, pepper cans have been used, the less than lethal rounds intermittently have been used in order to get the crowd.
A couple miles.
Big crowd there in the middle of the intersection. I mean, relatively, I guess. Subjective.
Again, this all began with the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement agents moving into
Ooh, something blowing up. What's up, firecrackers?
the area, the 6400 block
Run!
of Alondra Boulevard this morning.
Or smoke or something?
With a raid of a business. We're working to get the information confirmed on the business that was in question. That raid prompted the protesters to come out and enforce, and the sheriff's department was eventually deployed to help to do exactly what you're seeing here, set up a skirmish line and push back the protesters that were in the street on Alondra. As I come out to the right side, this is east now of the 710 freeway, looking back at the Home Depot entrance. This is where the protest first started. Behind these trees, there's some federal agents on the north side of Alondra that have a skirmish line set up there. They've been deploying multiple tear gas canisters to break up the crowd. In the meantime, more deputies have responded here to Hunsaker and Alondra and have set up a skirmish line that has worked pretty effectively here, pushing back the smaller group of protesters here that have splintered off from the main group. As I push in here, you can see behind the trees on Alondra, the protesters have gathered some of the carts from Home Depot, laid them down on the street. They pulled off some cinder blocks and loaded them in shopping carts and placed them on the eastbound lanes of Alondra. And the group of protesters remain on the Home Depot property.
AXN is out there. Oh, snap.
Protesters are now here on the west side of the 710 freeway.
Let's check out AXN News.
Pretty much cleared up. Most of the crowd went, I think this is Denker Street. They went where they told them to go. So it's pretty thin on this side.
It looks like he's right by that intersection.
There might be like I don't know, like 60 people spread out over here behind this line. Probably like 20 people, photographers and media, just looking.
There, I think he's at this intersection right here. Maybe not. It's a different intersection. Thank you for the subscription. Thank you guys. Thank you, Val, Greg, it's Charlotte, the girl, Mary, Monica, Scott, Cultures, AZ, Sport Bike Adventures, Daryl, Chris. Thank you for the 5. Oh yeah, I got that earlier. Thank you so much for the 5, Chris. Sinister Grin, Russ, Jules. Thank you for the subscription, Sean. Check out the Clips channel too if you don't mind. iCkEdMeL Clips. The link's in the chat. Channel's doing great. iCkEdMeL Clips. I'm really enjoying being able to put all my stuff there. The follow-ups, updates, news stories, whatever it is.
We'll be out here, and thanks everybody who sent a super chat. I can't thank you. All my devices are dead.
SEIU is on YouTube. A great channel if you want to check them out as well.
Mountains to keep the stream alive this whole time. So, thanks for watching. I appreciate all the super chats. I know there's a bunch in there. So tune in next stream, and I'll figure out how to thank you guys and thank you by name. I can't go back.
Jessica Palmad's essay is live too.
Thanks, Lynn. Appreciate the 5. Gracias. This is a gluten-free riot. Vegan riot.
We're gonna stick around for a little bit. My phone battery is down to like 14%. It's kind of holding steady with the charger, but it's kind of at 14%. It's pretty dangerously low. And I think most of all the major things that happened and were going to happen, they're in the past. You can go back. Just go back when I barely got here. Probably within like 30 minutes. I guess the craziest thing I seen besides all the tear gas and stuff was Border Patrol was trying to exit Alondra over here at this intersection, and the sheriffs were holding this intersection down. And the Border Patrol vehicles came through, like 3 of them, and they were trying to exit over here to go in the direction where the sheriffs are looking right now. And they got attacked by the crowd, and they took on, I think they mostly threw like water bottles and stuff, but they just start kicking the cars.
So when do people start arresting people? This is dumb. California, man, I feel like this could go on all night, but it does look like at least what we're seeing looks like it's somewhat dispersed. Maybe I should check out any other feeds and see, but it looks like let's see. Oh, it's doing this weird thing again. Glitched out.
comprar materiales para construcción. Hay muchas compañías pequeñas. Hay compañías pequeñas en todos los lugares donde ir a comprar.
Let's see what else is out there. Yeah, I mean, let me see what else. Richard.
Sí, dice, graban la pantalla alguien de Richard, dice, graban pantalla, etiqueten a Richard para que para la gente sepa que quién hace los en vivos, exactamente. Si graban pantalla y todo eso, digan que quién. ¿Eh? ¿Para allá? ¿Para allá o para acá?
No, puede salir por los dos lados.
¿Por los dos lados?
East o west. Contra tu carro.
Allá.
¿Cuánto vas a quedar aquí?
No sé. ¿Se va a ir usted, jefe?
Es que la gente se está yendo.
5 minutos.
I don't know. Did they got tired? What? Oh, there's what's the red shirts? Got some people on the 4-wheelers. Keep dreaming, dreamers. Heather, thank you for the membership. Oh, I just saw that. Thank you for the membership. Appreciate that. The gift. And for the 2 years. 2 years. Rocking. Saturday, man. What a Saturday out in California. The California dream. Run! Somebody shot! This is a motorcycle. Oh! I'd be surprised they come back out tonight.
Respond here. They were confronted. They confronted the federal agents here. They set up a skirmish line, and this is where the protest initially began. Now the protesters are splintered off in different directions towards Hunsaker and Alondra to the east, and west of the 710 along Alondra here.
Got a line formation.
It was just yesterday that federal agents raided several businesses in the downtown LA area yesterday morning, prompting protesters to come out and try to stop the efforts of
Don't
those
forget to
federal
like the
agents.
stream, you all. Purple heart
Federal
emoji.
agents detained
Purple
dozens
heart
of people
emoji.
in those raids. And we're
Thank you for the 29 mods, Heather.
To the Metropolitan Detention Center in downtown LA, where protests erupted.
Motorcycles.
The response by LAPD to move in with skirmish lines and their mobile field forces to clear the streets, which eventually did happen later on in the evening.
Take it easy.
No word on if anyone was detained here today. No word on injuries so far. We're waiting on confirmation of which business in the area here was impacted by those raids this morning in Paramount.
Got to hire some people, I guess. Missing employees.
Go ahead. Go ahead, go ahead. Fuel? How we doing on fuel? Okay. Hey, Luis, we have just a few minutes left on station before we have to go.
Whenever they're ready.
Copy that. Thank you. We'll let you know. Thank you.
Ahí, pero no te deja.
I'm getting exhaust.
Good shot.
Hay una de comida, pero
Where you at, bro?
What the hell was that? Oh, God. It's gotta be hot out there. It's gotta be hot with those masks on.
Did you see the banner, Joe? No. Showing you the
Crazy, but it looks like what the hell is that?
unfortunately, sorry for the interruption here. Aircraft that are flying here to see banners between aircraft.
They're shooting at the guys on motorcycles.
Once again, a look at the federal agents' skirmish line here across from the Home Depot along the Alondra.
backing it up. Is that gonna damage the thing or no?
Well, we look at one of the largest concentrated groups of protesters out here today in Paramount. This is west of the 710 freeway on Alondra. Sheriff's Department deputies there with that line all the way to the east at Hunsaker and Alondra Moore. More deputies dispatched there. And the federal agents holding their line north of the Home Depot. So things have calmed down quite a bit there at the starting point of the protest earlier this morning. The protesters have been splintered off in different directions, as I was just showing you. For now, we're going to take a break for fuel and we'll be right back. Shortly, we're out of fuel at a local airport and be back whenever this protest is happening here in Paramount. After a nice raid of a business in this area. So for now, this is Gil Davis in Sky 5 signing off. We'll be back with you shortly.
Peaceful protest. Tio's pulling out the cannons. Oh. Ese tomé. Ese tomé.
Where you at?
Well, let's see if there's any clips on that. "26 seconds ago, unlawful assembly declared." Uh-oh. unlawful assembly. Got some clips they posted on X. Oh shit. Oh, she got hit in the face. An injury of war. She got popped right in the face. Oh man, that probably hurts. Wow.
Calling that a peaceful protest is like calling a tornado a light breeze.
Calling a tornado a light breeze. Ashley, thank you for the 8 months. Appreciate that. Oh. Oh no. Policía, la misma porquería. They're saying immigration and cops are the same thing, the same crap.
No one loves you.
Reverse racism.
Racism saved my life, man. I was on a plane. I was coming from overseas, and I don't know how this guy got a machine gun on the plane, but he stood up, man. He said, "Everybody, get on the fucking ground! Nobody look at my face!" I started freaking out because he was Chinese. I was like, "Why is he talking like that?" He was screaming and crying. I was the only brother on the plane. Well, I thought I was the only brother. I looked over. There was one other black dude. He's from Nigeria. I looked over at him. He was looking right in my face, man. He didn't say 2 words to me. He just looked at me. He was like... He didn't need to talk. I knew just what he was talking about. I looked right back at him. I was like... oh, my God. I think those black guys are going to try to save us.
That was funny skit.
Terrorists don't take black hostages. That's the truth. I have yet to see one of us on the news reading a hostage letter. They is treating us good. We all chilling and shit. I'd like to give a shout out to Ray Ray and Big Steve.
That's classic Dave. That shit was hilarious. The reverse racism made me think about it. Now, what's this? There's a lot of people over here.
Camera five, what do you say? How many photos did you take today? Camera five, what do you say? How many photos did you take today? We want justice, we say
I wonder if that's live, this main screen here, because
now. We want justice, you say help. I get right now.
just shut up. They say leave the area now. The protest, it's about they're upset about the ICE raids. They did surprise ICE raids and took people, deporting people, I guess. They went to Home Depot, some other places, Fashion District. I'm questioning the feed in the middle because it says it's live, but I don't know if they really have a fire still going. Oh, fire's gonna start out of this. Ice raids. Ice raids. All right, I'm gonna take a little break because I was up early today. I've been kind of, even though I wasn't here on streaming, I was doing a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna take a little break, get something to eat and relax. But I will be available and I'll be around tonight if anything pops off. If these people start getting rowdy, it seems like they've kind of dispersed, but they're still around. And if something picks up, I'll come back. Like if something they start, I don't know, they take over a Target store or something, I'll come back. But this could be going on all night. Honestly, it could be going on all night. And I think I need to eat something and kind of refresh a little bit. So I can be fresh to stream and get, talk and stuff. When I'm tired, I talk less, We're up late last night. Last night was kind of crazy. We're up late last night. And I posted the iCkEdMeL clips channel. Definitely check out iCkEdMeL clips. And that last video I posted is doing well. That cop that was killed by another cop. And Layla pointed out, it was really interesting that I remember the night that the cop was shot and killed, all the cops were saying, turn off the cameras, turn off the cameras, turn off the dash cam, turn off the body cameras. And at that time, we didn't know that she was shot by another cop. So I don't know. I almost wonder, I don't know, were they kind of covering for each other? Or were they just like, oh, we effed up? Oh, it's a news station. Oh, there's another chopper on. Oh, no, this chopper's leaving. They're on for an hour. The chopper's coming back in a little bit. They're refueling. So maybe I'll take a little break and we'll see what pops off. But yeah, they told everybody to turn off the cameras. I thought that was kind of sus. Now that I think about it. I don't know. Yeah, AXN is live.
What did Chris Rock have on his face after the Oscars? Fresh Prince. Love this channel. Smash the like button. Help my bro out.
What did Chris Rock have on his face after the Oscars? Fresh Prince. That's actually really good. I never heard that one before. Love this channel. Smash the like button. Help my bro out. Thank you so much. Appreciate the 5, Glenn. Appreciate the 5. Man, AXN is streaming, so he has a 30-second delay. And then if I'm streaming his stream, that means there's going to be like a minute delay. It's 28 seconds really between each, I think. So, yeah, if you're watching me through him, it's going to be slightly delayed. An extra delay, you know what I mean? So, yeah, but AXN is live. If you want to check him out, he's a good dude. You know, lets me use the stream whenever. He's doing fantastic. His channel has been growing and thriving. He's on all the time. He's out there in person. If you want to check him out, I could send people there. Maybe I could redirect. I don't know. I think he has it turned on. I could redirect and just take a nice little break. Let me see if he has it turned on. We'll just send a little love over there because he's a good dude. Extend news. Let me see. Yeah, he does have redirect turn on. Yeah, I'm going to send everybody over there. If you guys want to hang out for a little bit longer, you can go check out his channel. He's there in person. Subscribe if you like his content. He's on all the time and a friend of the channel. So I'm going to redirect. You want me to post the link? I'll post the link too in case the teleport doesn't work. I'll drop it in the chat. AXN News. Okay, so I'm dropping the link in the chat, but the teleport should work. All right, but in case it doesn't, there it is. Love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. All right. Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop, bloop.